This is the process shot. I'm Michael. I may be trapped in a metaphorical sense. And it's all because I've seen Alphaville, a French science fiction film from 1965 directed by Jean-Luc Godard. The film follows a secret agent named Lemmy Cauchon as he enters and explores Alphaville, a technologically advanced society managed by a supercomputer named Alpha 60, where emotions have been outlawed and replaced by logic, and to be open to free thought is punishable by execution. Posing as a journalist, he looks for two people: another agent who had gone missing, and the creator of Alpha 60 himself. Lemmy soon becomes acquainted with Natasha, the daughter of Alpha 60's creator, and with her help, he sets forth to put an end to the supercomputer's rule. The story is pretty simple to understand, but it grows in complexion over time thanks to how it's initially presented. Lemmy's mission isn't actually explained in detail until later, and even from the beginning you only know he's looking for two men, though even that isn't clear until a bit later. Essentially, you're dropped into the story without warning, without context, and even without knowing Lemmy's real name. This may be confusing for most, but the movie covers this by being more pictorial in its approach to storytelling, using the visuals to show important story details or plot points, and keeping the dialogue more natural and conversational than expository. As a product of the French New Wave, the editing of the film plays into this as well, intercutting visual symbolism whenever appropriate, whether it be a shot of a scientific formula or a building complex somewhere in Alphaville. The setting of the film is just as unusual as its storytelling, though less so in presentation and more in what it actually is. Alphaville is a dystopian society built around technology and its advancements, but you wouldn't necessarily know this from how things appear. The world is meant to be set in the future, but it was filmed in the actual streets of contemporary Paris. The filmmakers do take steps to keep the universe believable, though, shooting at night to keep much of the city in darkness, as well as give the setting a noir-like feel, and utilizing the architecture of existing buildings as a way to emphasize the cleanliness and logic of Alpha 60's new society, with cinematography working with both elements to create unfamiliarity or showcase the divide between the idealized perfection of Alphaville and the random imperfection of human nature and emotion. As a whole, Alphaville is a hard film to describe. In terms of its story, it plays out well as a science fiction mystery, maybe even fitting into some proto-cyberpunk category. Aesthetically, the movie takes more liberties and sees itself as a work of the French New Wave, keeping things close to home and almost experimental, showing its story and developing its characters. Things might be a bit confusing at first, but it's pretty easy to understand over time, though I don't believe everything will come to you in one sitting. Alphaville, Jean-Luc Godard, 1965. 3.5 stars. I do recommend seeing it. You may need to see it twice, though. Anyways, that's it for the review. Likes are appreciated, comments are welcomed, dislikes are tolerated, and subscriptions are needed. You know, I don't actually know if they play these movies here more than once a day. I wonder if they loop or something.